Yo, stay savage, your boy ShinoBeenTrill, what's poppin'? So today we are here, but this is gonna be a different kind of video. You know I was changing up the flow and shit like that, but you get a fact video later on today if my internet works properly. I do know, like yesterday, I was trying to make videos and shit, but like my internet was just like complete boo-boo, my dude. But today we're gonna talk about Final Fantasy 15. I'm gonna give you guys my personal thoughts and my personal opinions on it. You know, I'm gonna give you guys my own personal review. So if you guys are excited, make sure you hit that like button. Let's make the like goal 500 likes. Let me know if you copped in the comment section for Final Fantasy 15, or are you planning on getting it soon in the future. Like, so if you got it already, let me know what you think about it. If you plan on getting it in the future, let me know if you're gonna cop a PS4, Xbox One, you know, just let me know which route you're going. And with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let's get it.
Whipping all this dope up in the trap house. We fuck all you bitches at the trap house. I can't trust you, I can't give you real address. I can't trust you, I can't give you real address. It don't mean that be like Jerry Stacker. I might fall in love with my trap house.
Alright, so I'm gonna just keep it real. I've been waiting 10 years. 10 long years. Like, bro, you don't understand. I've been waiting for Final Fantasy 15 since I was like 13. Like, I'm 23 now, bro. Like, when Final Fantasy 15 first got announced, I was in 8th grade going into the 9th grade, and basically what was happening, we were like seeing like little snippets. It was called Versus, Final Fantasy Versus 13. So I was looking at this shit and I was like, yo, this game looks badass. You know, I'm thinking I'm gonna be able to get it for my PS3 when it comes out. You know, I'm like, yeah, this game's about to be lit. It's about to be too legit, too the shit. And then later on, the game it got pushed back. Then 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 it got pushed back. And I was just like, you guys don't understand. It really hurted me. Like, I sat there and I waited so long for this game and it just didn't come, and I just couldn't deal with it. And I was just like, yo, is this game ever gonna come out? So then it finally gets a release date, like later, like a little bit last year or a little bit early this year. So it got a release date, you know, September 30th was the initial release date. So I'm excited because my birthday September 20th. So the game's supposed to be dropping, you know, September 30th. That's like 10 days after my birthday. So I'm about to have a lit ass birthday month. Plus I went out of town and I got to chill. Plus I had gained like a whole bunch of subscribers. Then the game got delayed again till November, and I'm like, yo, what the fuck, man? So game got delayed to November 29th. Now it's December 2nd. I finally got to play the game. I beat the game. So now I'm gonna give you my personal thoughts about the game. And like, I'm not gonna go like super spoiler heavy. I'm just giving you guys my insight on what I played and like what I thought about the game and shit like that. So basically, as a whole, I'll have to rate this game in many different aspects. So I'm about to break it down to you and give you guys my different aspects of each part of this game and let you guys know what's the real and what's the trill. Alright, so in terms of story, a lot of people are complaining, talking about the story was really short, because like at the beginning it was like really slow, then all of a sudden it's just like rush after rush after rush. Well, you gotta understand, basically what this game was, it was an introduction to a new Final Fantasy series, basically catering to newer audiences, because in the beginning of the game, when the game first comes on, it actually lets you know this game is for older Final Fantasy fans as well as returning for new Final Fantasy fans. So if you're just getting into the series, you're gonna like it. So basically they wanted to appeal to like a newer audience as well as captivate the older audience. And a lot of people gotta realize, you know, back in the day when we played the old Final Fantasy, there was a lot of text dialogue. You know, we had our little cutscenes here and there, but the majority of it was text. This game is no longer in full text. Everything is voice. Like, everything you hear is voice, unless you're like reading a little note or a pamphlet or reading a sign or like a quest. You know what I'm saying? But like, if you're doing a quest, most of the time it's voice. Like, unless you read like the requirements, there's nothing really just text oriented in terms of you just sitting there having to read. Everything is actually worded and spoken to you, and you can skip mostly every amount of text. So basically that cuts a little bit of like the game time down, as well as older Final Fantasies were turn-based. This one's not turn-based. This one is running off a whole different engine. It's more like a hack and slash. You know, we got like the new engine, the new like development team working with this shit. Like, this game came out to be amazing. So basically they give you this they give you this powerful ass character, and what he does is he has a lot of different unique powers. His team has a lot of unique powers, and you know, they all have their own individual traits, and they all like add contributions to it. And if you control them all freely, you can really go in. So it turns battle time down way, because like before, you'll be wasting turn-based ass game, you know, waiting on the fucking opponent to make a move. Then you have to click your move, select your move, then you have something die, you have to recover, so that's stalling. So you have like 30 to 45 minute matches, sometimes an hour, depending on how critical the boss is or how strategic you have to play. Stuff like that with the older Final Fantasies, unless you're one of those guys like me who like the power over level. But sometimes then it depends on what game I'm playing, I'll rush through it. So like when it's a hack and slash kind of like this, I'll rush through it that way, you know, I can just vibe with it. So overall, I'm gonna say this: the story is really dope. It's about 4 friends. They're basically going out and trying to basically secure like the peace treaty with Luna, which was the girl that was supposed to marry Noctis. If you guys don't know, you guys gotta start playing the story. I'm not gonna go too in depth with it, but like everybody knows like them two are like supposed to be together. So basically they go on the search for that. Then like the peace treaty that was supposed to happen didn't happen. The ceasefire canceled and there was like all-out war broke out. So this original prince that was like, you know, set out to fall in love and get married to create a peace treaty, his goal later changes. He has to like travel across the continent, basically securing arms that will allow him to become like this powerful ass warrior, become this powerful ass king evidently, and then, you know, he really just gonna go ham. So overall, you go out through this story, you know, you do a lot of different things, you know, you acquire different powers, you do take on a lot of different villains, and then you get to like see like a whole backstory. The whole story just unfolds from you. So I'm not gonna really talk about that too much, but what I will talk about is like everybody knows there are summonings like Leviathan, like Titan, and stuff like that. So basically at some point you do have to acquire those powers and get the blessings of the gods. So, you know, you go through those trials basically to receive those powers, as well as acquiring the 13 arms that allow you to become like this ultimate person and body everybody. So as that continues, you know, the story develops out, everything start panning out, you know. So overall, I'm gonna say this: in terms of story, it's really emotional. It's really like a feelsy story. So if you guys like a sucker for like a sap story or a sucker for a sap love story, it's one of those things where you're really gonna enjoy it. Because I sat there and I'm not even gonna lie, I'm not really an emotionally driven person, but like I do get emotional when it comes to you guys, my viewers, or like my family. But the thing is, I got emotional behind this game because it was really sad. Like Noctis probably has one of the saddest stories in Final Fantasy ever. I was about to say 15, but like in terms, him and Zack have really sad stories. So if you guys like to see what I'm talking about, you guys have to play through the story. Overall, the combat system, I love the combat system. It's really great. There's like a shit ton of side quests. There's always something for you to do. Like a lot of people say, you know, they did everything in 36 hours, but I feel like they were just rushing through the game, because there's no way I would be able to do everything in 36 hours. There's like, I probably beat the story in like 20 hours, but like to do everything, including all side quests, all campsite, all mining, like everything, that is no way you did that in 36 hours unless you was like literally trying to beat a record or some shit, or hold like a quick time for it. So overall, you know, there's a lot to do. There's like a bunch of stuff that appeals to like multiple audiences, so you can always find like your own share of things and just have like a good vibe with the game and really just truly enjoy it. So the thing I didn't like about Final Fantasy 15 was, you know, when you get into combat, you know, you basically roaming around, you find like different enemies or different monsters in the field, and if you beat them, they don't give you gil. You know, you at one point back in the day when you'll beat a match, you'll get like X amount of gil, then you'll get like items, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, you'll be able to stock up on money and then go ahead and like you could grind money and then stock up and then go like get all your potions and shit. They don't give you gil at the end of matches. They give you items. Oh, excuse me, I'm fucking rude. They give you items that you sell. So basically what you do is you sell the items in the store and then basically, you know, replenish your supply by that, or take on like these hunter man's quests basically, where they give you a certain amount of gil or like certain items for completing them, and that's how you like receive like a certain amount of gil or like have a whole bunch of it. Because like apparently gil in this game, it's not really useful, not as much as it was in previous Final Fantasy. Like you reacquire your you know new gear and shit like that, new weapons and shit like that, but at the same time it's like $10 to fill up your gas tank. You know, you stay at the ends for like 30-50 gil, depends on how high class it is or high maintenance it is, obviously. And then like there's so many different things that you could do with the game. It just has a lot of different unique findings that I thought was pretty dope. But like I didn't like the drive mechanic. That shit was not really what's up. Like I didn't like it because like even though you could drive, it was still like you were still being like chaperoned, because if you fucking turn to the other side of the road and then you let go the analog stick, he'll drive back. So basically at some point all you were doing was just holding the drive button, which was R2, and then if you was holding R2, depending on if you had to make a turn or not, you was a turn. And then like if you had Ignis as a driver, Ignis would just drive everywhere for you, so you didn't really have to do anything. It was one of those things where, you know, it was like they were holding your hand. Maybe the drive mechanic could have been better. I feel like they should have let you drop off road at some point, but you couldn't even do that. So most of the time, if you ever see me playing this game, I'm always on the chocobos. I was so happy that the chocobos were returning. They like, you can level up the chocobo and become like a faster chocobo rider and shit like that. So I thought that was pretty cool. I thought that was really unique how they give that different aspect to it. But like, they really did just give this game a bunch of different vibes. And you know, there are certain parts that I didn't really enjoy, but like, overall, I would say the game is like a solid 8.5, a 9. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wouldn't give it a shitty score because of like a few little bad things. And the thing was, I was waiting on this game for so long, so my expectations were like really high. But like, even though like my expectations were high, I knew I was going in with like a high hit. It could be messed up, it could have been just a flop, but like, you know, I still think it was worth it. I think the wait was worth it. A lot of people say I don't feel like it was worth the 10-year wait, but I feel like it was good. Plus there's DLCs coming in the future, so you'll be able to like have your own little personal vibes with it later on as the games like get their DLCs. You get the backstory of each character, plus like, you know, you got to see the movie. If you watch the anime like I did, you already know the backstories, and I think they will add on to the backstories. You get to see like these 4 friends basically bond. I would say Ignis is probably my favorite out of the other 3. I like Gladio a lot, but Gladio, he gets to this point where he's like bitching the whole time, and he's like always like telling me I'm bitching, but he's the one bitching the majority of the time. And it's like, who the fuck are you? You're not my parent. And then Prompto, I don't know what the fuck wrong with Prompto, dog. Prompto, he's a funny character, but like after a while he gets a little bit annoying. He's like one of those, look, you need to chill, like go drink some fucking water, sit your ass down or some shit, you know, put that nigga on timeout in the corner. So overall, I really do give this game an 8.5. I really did enjoy it. I thought it was a pretty dope game. You know, let me know your personal thoughts and your personal opinions on the game. And if you're playing it right now, you know, let me know what part you at. You know, let me know what was your favorite part in the comment section. You know, and with that being said, my name is ShinoBeenTrill. Stay true and stay real. Hope you guys have a blessed day, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys like to see more videos like this, let me know in the comment section. I would desperately need to know, because then I'll get back on my shit. But until next time, later guys, bye.